Hi, my name is Jackie Lee Price and welcome to Shadowboxruk. So hi and welcome to Shadowboxer. I'm here with, well, I'm not actually here with him. I'm online with Joshua Frankham. How you doing?
Good, very good. Okay, are you good?
Yeah, I'm really well. And the family well?
All right. All healthy at the minute. Just getting by from this madness, trying to get through it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's good. It's good to hear.
Thanks.
So, how you're getting in a bit of training and you're doing sort of a little bits and pieces just to keep ticking over?
Yeah, ticking over. Got a bag up outside. Bit of running, bit of skipping, weights, circuits, bag circuits. Just doing the best I can without a boxing gym. So just ticking over and just staying ready.
Have you got any family members that are holding pads and that for you?
Not at the minute. I'm planning to next week. I've got a little body bag. I'm probably going to get it on my brother and rip a few shots into him. So that's probably going to happen next week.
Does your brother know?
Not yet. I'm going to lay it on him.
Hey, listen. If you've got family members that can help you out, you must use them. To be fair. So Michael Conlon, been making cakes, and loads of people are sort of doing fitness videos, etc. online. What else have you been doing apart from boxing to sort of pass the time?
Eating a lot. Watching a bit of Netflix here and there, bit of PlayStation, just trying to get by. Bit obviously training, but apart from that, not a lot.
Yeah,
not much you can do.
So Netflix, what do you recommend?
I would try and watch a movie every night, a different movie, but people's been telling me about this Tiger King thing. Probably going to watch that tonight.
Yeah. It's on the list for me, but I'm sort of pacing it a little bit.
I'm probably trying to get to watch it tonight, so we'll see.
So you come from a great amateur background.
Yeah.
You're 4 times national champion, multi-nations, NABCs, something else that I can't remember. Remind me of the 2 other.
2 NABCs, multi-nation titles, 2 ABA finals. Been done as much as I can.
And then you got your call up for GB, but you didn't go to that. Do you want to explain what happened there?
I got a thing called glandular fever. That put me out for about 6 months, and never after I come back to boxing, I missed out on the chance. So obviously I thought, well, I missed on the GB call up, so I'm going to try and head for the pro ranks.
And explain to people a little bit about glandular fever. What does it? Because it took quite a few months for you to get over it, didn't it?
I boxed with it. I didn't know. I actually boxed with it. Didn't know I had it. Thought it was just the flu, but lost so much weight. I was weighing in like 3 kilos underweight in the national semi-finals, and literally drained you. And it's literally horrible to explain. But I was training with it and coming back at like late at night, 8 or 9 o'clock, and just feeling so flat. Even in training sessions, feeling so flat all the time. And I used to think, it's my fitness. It's got to be my fitness. Get back on the road, running. But it was making it worse. So that was a horrible thing to have.
And then it takes quite a while to sort of get over it as well. So you might have that long period, but then there's the period out, isn't there?
Yeah. So I was still training, not as much, obviously, not as hard, but just took me about 6-7 months to get over it. So
wow.
What can I do? Couldn't do nothing about it.
So is that what made you sort of think, right, I want to press on, I'm getting a little bit older, press on into the pro scene, or did you just fall out of love with the amateurs?
Well, we had a club in Bracknell called The Ring, and at the time, we was a very good club. Multi-European champions, multinational champions, my cousin Charles, cousin Levi, a lot of family in there. And I only ever boxed for Pinewood and The Ring, but there was always 2 trainers there with me, which was John and Lee. And they're my 2 uncles. And I probably never boxed for no one else. So I thought, I don't want to box for no one else. I'm not going to move to another club. I'm going to turn professional.
Yeah. I can understand you not wanting to move on to another club.
Yeah.
And so, and you turn over, you just turned over, you get signed by frankwarren. We're supposed to be on this amazing card, Dubois and Joe Joyce. And then and this whole quarantine happened, didn't it?
supposed to be the weigh-in tomorrow. Ready to fight. Was looking forward to it, but you can't do nothing about it. So got another date now, July I think it's the 11th. But we'll see if that even happens. I'm ready now to go, so I'll just tick over until then. But if that happens or not, I don't know.
I think it's one of those things that will, in pro boxing, especially in the beginning of one's career, people can pull out. And so it's kind of now you've had your almost pull out moment, so you'll know how to deal with that, won't you? I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I was nearly ready, so I was just peaking. So obviously now I have to take it back a little bit in training, but just tick over now, and I know how to deal with it next time.
Yeah. And so you come from this long line of amazing fighters in your family. Cousin Tyson Fury, Charles Frankham, who you mentioned, Levi, who you've mentioned, and then you're Charles Frankham's granddad, who boxed Muhammad Ali, didn't he?
Well, there's a good story to that. He flew all around the world, or could have been Europe. I don't actually know. He flew all around, wherever it was with him, doing exhibitions. Spent a lot of time with Muhammad Ali. And he was a tremendous fighter, Uncle John. Brilliant fighter. Won the British light heavyweight title against Chris Finnegan, an Olympic gold medalist. Beat him at Royal Albert Hall.
Nice.
Could have been, people always say, my dad always says he could have been a lot better fighter, but we never know. But still a tremendous fighter.
Do you feel like, coming from this long line of talented fighters, do you feel a little bit of pressure, especially being the cousin of Tyson Fury, and they're really pushing that story, aren't they, that you're the cousin of Tyson Fury?
Yeah. I feel a little bit of pressure, but listen, Cassius Clay could be my dad, Katie Taylor could be my mum, Mike Tyson could be my brother. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when I get in the ring, it's me versus that man, and if I can fight, I can fight, and if I can't, I can't. It doesn't matter who I'm related to. It all comes down if I'm good enough, and we'll soon find out. And it's a good way to put it. Good way to put it. Doesn't matter who you're related to. If you can fight, you can fight. And I've done well in the amateurs, and I'm sure I do well in the pros.
Tyson's wife, Paris, had mentioned that she wasn't sure she wanted to go and do that ITV series because she was quite sort of worried about how they were going to come across. There's been a lot of prejudice around travellers. Do you think that, the likes of Tyson Fury, Andy Lee, Paddy Donovan, Billy Joe Saunders, do you think that they've changed the perception of travellers at all, or helped you kind of open that door? And
there's always going to be a bit of racism involved, always going to be that, whatever. There's always going to be it. And whether we was the King and Queen of England, there's always going to be that racism there. But I think they've changed it a little bit. Tyson's done massively. A lot of people are starting to realise now that travellers are not all what, like a lot of people say we are. But still, there's always going to be that. We're the most hated race in the world. We're one of them. Well, I say that. We are one of the most hated race, and we can't really do nothing about it. But I think Tyson's putting it out there now, and he's making us proud. So I'm sure it will get better.
So obviously in boxing, I've mixed with lots and lots of different races. And, one of the most interesting things that does come up is people's perception. And not only just of I'm guessing it's the same for us, black people, we get the same thing. And then, they get a peek or an insight of what we're like, and it's like, oh, they're all right. Do you feel that?
All right. Yeah. That's why I think that program was good, because people actually realise, oh, you know what? They're not bad people. They're actually down to earth. They're nice. So the minute people start realising that we're not bad people, then hopefully it gets a bit better for us.
It's interesting, though, isn't it? How it has to sort of take that almost.
Yeah.
For people to kind of go, oh, they are just like us. It's like, well, we're all human beings. You know what I mean?
We're all the same. So you know how it is.
Trust me, I do. So how did you actually get into boxing? Was it literally just this, like, oh, there's so much around you from the family and that? Is that what sort of prompted you?
My dad boxed. He won the junior ABAs. My uncle Bobby boxed. My uncle Tommy boxed. They all boxed. So it was always all around us. Lots of cousins boxing. Boxing was always my life. And when I was about 6, 7, I used to love Rocky movies. Used to get the gloves on. But I was always quite a little fat kid. So that's how I probably got in the gym. Put a little bit of weight on, a bit too much weight. And got in the gym about 10 or 11, I think it was. And cracked on from there.
Very nice. And then you've worked with Ben Davison, haven't you?
Done a little bit with Ben, yeah. Good friend of mine, Ben. Lovely fella. Great trainer. That was when he first joined up with Tyson. And then I'd done a bit with him last year out in Marbella a couple of times. Great trainer. Learned a lot from him, and I'm forever thankful for it.
So what made you choose then Wayne over him? Is it just busy or?
We never was actually good, we never had the conversation. I was only like 18 when I first went with Ben and Tyson. It was just this thing like come on the camp and do a bit of training, and he was just learning. He didn't really have to do it, but he did, so it was nice of him. And then he was inviting me on a couple more camps, and I never really had the chat with him. And then obviously he was always busy. He had Isaac, Tyson, and then he had Billy Joe. And
yeah.
I thought I wasn't in the gym every day because obviously they train in Manchester. And so I wasn't in the gym every day. And I thought it's no good. I have to be in the gym every day to learn. I'm only a young fighter. And then I looked to Wayne Batten, and he has all the time in the world for me, and another great coach and a great team down there. So that's where I'm beginning my journey.
Have you got Mark Chamberlain? Is he down? Because he's down in Southampton. Is he your gym?
Mark Chamberlain, Ryan Garner, and my cousin Levi is just joining now. So back to the family affair.
Nice.
Yeah, good little team, young team already, all hungry, and we're all learning off each other. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And do you have any sort of new appreciations of the little things in life since this lockdown?
Yes, definitely. Even just going to the pictures or popping over the shop, just little simple things. You don't even realise it. Going to the boxing gym every day. Cool, I wish I could be in there now. You know what I mean? I think when some mornings you think, oh, I don't feel like this. I wish I could be in the boxing gym now. So you take it all for granted. I think it's learnt a lot of people this, that you do take things for granted, and then also your family, you know. I think a lot of people now starting to spend more time around their family and things, and shows like how important the little things are.
Absolutely. And to be honest, to be a top flight athlete, you kind of have to be a little bit selfish, and the family have to fit around you and not the other way around. Have you felt like you say, a bit more like, I'm really appreciative of the fact that my family give me that space to become what I need to do, or become what I need to do, become what I need to be. Yeah.
My family's always been supportive, and you know, my dad was always push me, go for a run, don't eat this, eat that, bedtime. You know what I mean? So they've always been supportive, and my dad said as long as I'm giving 100%, he'd back me all the way. So it's not a game at the end of the day. Boxing is not to be played with, and I know that now. So I should be okay. I've got a supportive family, and everyone around me supportive, so it should be all right.
I can hear. And lastly, have you learned anything about yourself under this lockdown period?
Not much, not really. Just obviously just missing the little things. Even just going down to see the girlfriend, going out for a bit of dinner, just the simple things. Just miss them really. I haven't really learned much. Just been eating a lot, learning what different biscuits I like.
Yeah, don't get too friendly with those biscuits.
No.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for giving us your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Really looking forward to seeing where your career takes you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that.
If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber of Shadowboxruk UK, we'd love to see you, so please go ahead and subscribe now.